Okay, this is a question regarding playback where the author is seeing something different on his preview screen than what we're seeing on the timeline. In other words, it should be two different images. It's not so much of an answer as it is a request for additional information. But he does mention that he has uninstalled and reinstalled Filmora and continues to have the same issue. So let's take a look at that. Okay, first you mentioned that you're using version 14. Unfortunately, there's been a plethora of version 14s coming out. Not everybody gets the latest version. So telling us exactly which version you're using would be very helpful. The second question that I would have is, instead of doing this handheld recording of the computer screen, could you please re-record this using the recorder, the built-in recorder, where you click on record PC screen and then do it again? Because what we would like you to do is to show us some different things in order to help you, and I'll go into those things next. Just also want to make one more comment, and that is that uninstalling and reinstalling Filmora will not affect personal preferences, is what I'm talking about. Those would be reinstalled with every new version. So the first thing that I would like to see would be when you put media down on the timeline. Just get a simple thing here. Drag this down to the timeline. Okay. Now, you show us just this part. Just showing the one video track, and you can't even see the track header, so we're not even sure what we're seeing here. If you could use this record PC screen and we demonstrate it, it would be good for us to be able to see the track header to verify that you have the magnetic timeline turned on. But more importantly, we don't really need to see this screen so much. We understand the question, but if you could go like this to demonstrate that there are no tracks up above and that you don't have this turned off, and that you don't have some other video on one or two tracks up above. You might have something up here which is out of view and can't be seen. So we don't really know what you have on the timeline, because you haven't demonstrated to us what's up above. So that's the next thing. Now, this is a very unusual problem. I've never seen this before, but one thing is that if we can see that you have the magnetic timeline turned on and you got something on track 1 like that, all these other tracks will be eliminated. Nothing, I don't understand how anything could be stored or played back or even loaded to your timeline. The only other thing that I would ask you to show us in your recording is to go into your global media and verify you haven't loaded something in here. Now, all of this information that I have just recorded here for this video for you is in the global media. When it's in the global media, of course, it's loaded with every single time that you start a new project. So they should be in the project media, not in the global media. So if you could open that up for us and show us that this is indeed empty, that would be good. And then the last thing, if you could show us, is, do you have anything over in templates? Templates is something that you can put down on your track or timeline. Simply, like, you could add it to the beginning or the end of a project, and it could be automatically downloading when you're doing this. Finally, I think maybe you should just circle back to the issue of Filmora. if you have, as I do, I have my own spot where I have all of my video stuff, and within that spot I have Wondershare. But this is where your personal preferences and information would be located. It's not located with the program installation. When the program is installed, it's installed on the C drive, and it's installed under users, your username, app data, local, and down in there is where that is. That's the program installation. When you do preferences, when you go into File and Preferences, and you go to Folders, this top location is the location where your video, all your other subfolders will be located, and that would show where film that you're showing us is coming from. Anyway, those are the kind of questions that we'd have to see before we could answer. And then finally, I would suggest that you use the option to submit your information to Filmora via the help screen, and then go to the feedback mode. And in here, you could label a feature bug, describe what you just described in your video, and upload your short example of the video. And you can even upload, an archived version of your project file along with your email address. And they're very good about responding to that. So anyway, if you can answer those questions, maybe we can come up with some kind of solution as to what is happening here. One last little observation I noticed while I was making this video for you. I can see that you're using not the magnetic timeline, but ripple, edit, delete function right here. This icon is highlighted. That means that that's what you're using. So again, if we could see the front, turn on the magnetic timeline, scroll up your timelines, show us that there's nothing else on any other. There are no other video tracks by turning on the magnetic timeline. But anyway, the use of this old-fashioned ripple, edit, ripple, delete could be part of your problem as well.